What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. Coming to you guys today with some wrestling news to it. I believe this is what I would consider wrestling news regarding WrestleMania 39. And it also involves none other, as you guys can see on your screen right now, Bianca Belair. Now, as you guys all are aware, Elimination Chamber is this Saturday, and whoever wins the Elimination Chamber match will get a shot at her and the Raw Women's Championship at none other than WrestleMania 39. Now, we all were kinda very shocked with Rhea Ripley announcing she's going after Charlotte. I can see why she would not went after Charlotte, because they do have history and she wants to redeem herself from all the losses that she did take against Charlotte. So I think with that story kind of makes sense. Now, with that, her going after Charlotte, it leaves a big landscape open for who could possibly face Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And pretty much, she's probably going to go in the WrestleMania as probably like the longest reigning women's champion that I can think of. I think Becky had a longer reign, if I'm not mistaken. Comment down below if I might be wrong on that, but I think Bianca's going to go in as champion for one full year. So that is definitely something that I will love to see. But we're going to get into this news article from Sports Kita. And as you can see for the title, it says, "We Riot, WWE Universe urges Triple H to book 28-year-old superstar versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 39. So let's get into it. Triple H is gearing up for the biggest event of the year as WrestleMania 39 is around the corner. The game is booking his first ever WrestleMania card, and fans are urging him to let Liv Morgan win the Elimination Chamber match and dethrone Bianca Belair as Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania 39. Last year, Morgan received one of the biggest pushes in the company, and she won the Money in the Bank contract at the titular Premium Live event. She successfully cashed in her contract on Ronda Rousey and went on to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Fans have been behind Morgan, and they feel she deserves another chance after a stellar performance in the Women's Royal Rumble match where she was the runner-up. The W Universe wants Triple H to book Liv Morgan as the person to dethrone Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 39. Do they have anything else? It looks like we're just seeing people, tweet their pleasure. Okay, now we have some more. I thought there was just probably the end of the article. Fans have high expectations as they feel Liv Morgan should be the next Raw Women's Champion. She is currently slated to enter the Women's Elimination Chamber match at the Premium Live event. What has Liv Morgan done in WWE under Triple H's new regime? Last year, Triple H became the chief content officer and creative head of the company after Vince McMahon retired and left WWE. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan has already won the SmackDown Women's Championship from Ronda Rousey. Initially, Liv Morgan was booked poorly under under Hunter's new regime, as her title reign as the SmackDown Women's Champion was lackluster. She ultimately dropped the title to Ronda Rousey at WWE Elimination Extreme Rules. I almost said Elimination Chamber. I can speak. After losing the title, Triple H booked her as a strong contender and allowed her to showcase her extreme side on the blue brand. She went on to win several matches and was in the spotlight of the Royal Rumble match. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley started the Women's Royal Rumble match, and the two superstars stood strong. Were also the final two left when all was said and done. Ripley ultimately came out on top, but fans got behind Morgan for her stellar performance at the event. Do you think Hunter will book Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 39? Okay, so pretty much a lot of the fans want to see Liv face Bianca at WrestleMania. Now, if you're looking right here, this is the current, card, or at least chamber participants. And if you look, you can kind of see how a lot of people would look at this match and would say Asuka has to be the clear favorite. And I can see why, and I would not be upset if she was to win the match, because I think, with this new character that she has, I think it kind of would fit. But I don't know if she's a heel or face, or she just one of these type of characters where a lot of people would just cheer either way. I don't think anybody in here would probably say Carmella, Nikki, or Natalia would win. And a lot of people would say, Raquel was kind of contrived. My thing is this. I think the only thing why I would say, me personally, if I'm looking at this, who I think I would want to win, I want to see Liv Morgan win. And I know a lot of people will be saying, maybe it can happen, but I think when you have Asuka in there, I think she's clear the favorite to win. And I can understand that. But you have to understand, if you have Rhea win the championship, you're pretty much giving up a Raw star to SmackDown. So you kind of would have to do something similar, more of like a trade. Because if you're going to have Rhea go on to win the championship from Charlotte and become SmackDown champion, she's on Raw right now. That means pretty much she's going to become a SmackDown exclusive competitor almost. So in return, you got to have to give Raw something as well. So I think most of these women, you already have Asuka on not Asuka on SmackDown. I would love to see her on SmackDown at some point, but I think she's on Raw right now. So I think you would have to get somebody from SmackDown to come to Raw. I don't know how they would do it, but I think if I'm looking at this for right now, I think it kind of makes the most sense, because if you're gonna give Rhea to SmackDown, you gotta give somebody that's almost as equal to her to go to Raw. And I think the equal one to her is Liv Morgan. I think she definitely deserves it. I think, this is, and I think if you have her win the Elimination Chamber, you're pretty much following up from what you did with the Royal Rumble. Because a lot of the times, a lot of people would look at the people who win the Rumble, but the people who also were in the final two, I think you should give them something. They need something. I don't think you should just let that just fall flat and not capitalize on that or do something with it. And I think with her lasting just as long as Rhea Ripley did and became the first two and the final two to enter, I think this is a way to get people behind her from a stellar performance. The stellar performance she had last year, becoming Miss Money in the Bank and cashing in to become Women's Champion. Granted, the reign itself wasn't as good as a lot of people thought, so maybe this is their time to correct that and actually have her win the Elimination Chamber, book her against, Bianca, and a lot of people will be like, well, it's gonna be a face-face dynamic. No, not necessarily, because what I've been seeing so far from Liv over the past few weeks, she's been displaying more of a heel type of character. She's been more arrogant, and I love it. And I think you can capitalize on this and maybe make her a heel going into this match. Maybe you can have Bianca be the face and have Liv Morgan display more of her heel type of character. And I think people will kind of get behind her as a heel, because I think this is something a lot of fans have wanted to see for so long, to see what like a darker version of Liv Morgan can do on her own. We've seen her as a heel, but that was part of the Riot Squad. But we're talking as a singles competitor. We haven't really been able to see much. We thought we were going to get something. I thought we were going to get something because, they kind of teased it a little bit coming out of Extreme Rules. And she was pretty much just being quiet. And I think we kind of just fell flat on that and didn't really capitalize on it like we should have. Now maybe we can pick back up that and expand on it a little bit from her being in the Royal Rumble for that long, and expand on that and have her go after the championship once again. Because I don't really think I can see any other things that for her to do. And here's my thing. Asuka, she's going to be fine. I think you can have one of the situations where everybody pretty much teams up on her and get her out there. That keeps her strong. She was pinned, but it kept her strong in defeat. And whoever wins coming out of Mania, she could be the first challenger. Think about if, Liv Morgan does decide to stay face. You could have a serious heel version of Asuka coming out of Mania wanting to get revenge on everybody, or especially whoever's champion, because she wants that title. You can have a story play like that coming out of Mania, going into, the summer of 2023. I think someone like Asuka would definitely thrive in that type of role coming out of Mania, because it's like if you do that, you're pretty much booking two strong women coming out of it, and you can have book Liv Morgan strong, and you can have a serious story for her coming out of Mania because she really didn't have that many opponents that would really give her something that she critiqued into that would really showcase what she can really do. I think someone like Asuka can really bring that side out of Liv Morgan for the better. I think these two going at it coming out of Mania could be something fresh because I think the thing with the women's division is for the longest they've relied on the same women over and over. We've seen it with Charlotte, we've seen it with Becky, Bayley, and even with Sasha because mainly when you've seen people, headline pay-per-views, even if it wasn't just Mania, it was mainly centered around these four women, pretty much at the top of the card, while other people wasn't really getting their opportunity or to get over or get opportunities. And I think you booking Rhea to win the Rumble, that's building a new star. Now, I don't think they need to focus on just one wrestler at a time. I think you should focus on multiple. Get multiple over at a time. Continuously to push the women to be elevated up the card and keep the women's division fresh matchups. People who we don't get to see in the title picture often. Get them opportunities to be in the title picture. Liv is someone I would love to see because I don't think we've ever seen Liv Morgan and Bianca face on a pay-per-view. If I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna sit up here and say I've never seen them face 1-1. We've seen a lot of the other people that's in this match we've kind of seen before. Asuka, she's a strong case to win, but we've seen that match taking place over last year. When it was just her and Becky and Bianca for the championship, we've kind of mainly been seeing Asuka and Bianca go at it. Natalya, I don't think that would really have a lot of intrigue. Nikki Cross, I think what they're doing with her is probably have her reunite with Sandy, I guess, when they come back. Carmella, we've seen that already. I don't think people will have really much interest as that either. Raquel, I don't think we've seen that match either, but I just don't think she still needs a little bit more time before they pull the trigger on her. I think whoever comes out of for me, if I'm looking at this right, coming out of Mania, I think Raquel should be facing Rhea Ripley. I think you've seen the matches that they had at NXT. Their matches were very interesting. They were very entertaining and hard-hitting. And I would love to see them revisit that feud on the main roster. So I think coming out of Mania, I think that's something you could do with her. So I would have literally, Rhea and Raquel coming out of Mania for the SmackDown Women's Championship and Asuka and Liv Morgan coming out of WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. And Bianca could still probably be in the mix or whatever. Maybe she go on to win. Maybe goes heel at some point. I think that's something we could see happening coming out of Mania as well. But I do have to sit up here and just say Liv Morgan is my pick to win the Elimination Chamber match. I also did see the whole thing that happened with her at the airport. And I think I think she deserves to be rewarded for that. Because when you look at wrestlers and they're pretty much normal people just like us. They have feelings and everything like that. And she was pretty much just being ambushed by the fans. People were just being complete douchebags. And it's not okay. It's not okay. Because these people put their lives on the line for our entertainment and we're just going to invading their privacy. These wrestlers deserve their privacy. And you invaded is not okay. And I think she deserves to be rewarded for handling the situation the way she did. She didn't, do like some wrestlers where they pretty much would have, fought the wrestlers. She pretty much kept her cool. She, just did whatever she was doing and kept on going about her day. Anybody else probably would have, kind of lashed out or had a war of words. But Liv Morgan didn't do any of that. She kept her cool. And I applaud her for that because 9 out of 10, if it was anybody else that we probably would have watched, it probably would have been a different scenario, pretty much. And I kind of will sit up here and just say, Liv Morgan handled this situation the best she could, and she did great handling this situation. And I think she deserves to have her hard work rewarded yet again. And maybe this time around she gets the championship reign that a lot of us fans kind of wish she had last year. But Sound off in the comments. Do you think Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair could be a good match? Do you think she should win the Elimination Chamber? Because I also thought about this before in this video. She's been in the most Elimination Chamber matches out of any other woman. She has the most experience. I think this time around, the experience should be in her favor and have her win the match. But that is the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, hit the post notification bell so that every time I post a new video, we're on our road to 500 subscribers. So help me get to that milestone by WrestleMania. Let's get 3 likes on this video. 3 likes on this video. You know what? Scratch that. 6 likes. Let's get 6 likes on the video. So if there are 6 opponents, 6 competitors in Elimination Chamber for the women, let's get 6 likes. And comment down below. Do you think Liv Morgan should win the Elimination Chamber? Do you think her being the most Elimination Chamber matches out of all the women give her an edge? Do you think that will play in her favor or be her downfall? Do you think do you think if she was to win, should she turn heel, or do you think we should see a Bianca go heel in the process? Leave that all down in the comment section down below. I'd love to have a dialogue with you guys. I'm very interested to see how this match plays out, but like I said, I'm gonna go with Morgan. Comment down below, who do you have winning Elimination Chamber, and we'll have a discussion about it as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.